Imagine you're a sailor, far out at sea. The night is pitch black. The water is still as glass. There's no wind, no sound, just the gentle lapping of waves against your ship. It's an unnerving silence, a calm that feels wrong. Suddenly, the water begins to churn. A colossal, dark shape rises from the depths, so massive it blocks out the stars. It has a smooth, round head, like a giant monk's, and from the inky blackness of its form, two massive, glowing eyes stared directly at you. This is no ordinary sea monster. You've just met the Umibōzu. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the most fascinating and terrifying myths from around the world. Today, we're diving deep into the dark waters of Japanese folklore to uncover the story of the Umibōzu, the dreaded sea monk. This mysterious spirit has been the source of countless sailor superstitions for centuries, a terrifying omen of doom for anyone who dares to cross its path. So, batten down the hatches, because we're about to set sail into a storm of legend and fear. What exactly is an Umibōzu? The name itself translates to sea monk or sea bonds, a title that hints at its appearance but does little to describe the sheer horror it represents. Unlike many sea monsters, depicted with scales, tentacles, or jagged teeth, the Umibōzu is often described as a smooth, vaguely humanoid shadow. Its most defining feature is its massive, bald head, resembling that of a Buddhist monk, which is how it earned its name. It has no discernible facial features, no nose, no mouth, just those two haunting, luminous eyes that pierce through the darkest night. Some accounts say its body is semi-transparent, a smoky black form that merges with the night sky, making it almost impossible to tell where the creature ends and the darkness begins. These apparitions are said to only appear at night, often when the sea is unnaturally calm or shrouded in a thick, sudden fog. Sailors would be on edge during these quiet moments, knowing that the silence could be broken at any second by the emergence of this colossal specter. The Umibōzu rises silently from the water, a towering figure that can dwarf even the largest of ships. Its appearance is a prelude to chaos. The once calm sea is instantly thrown into turmoil as the creature's presence alone can generate monstrous waves, capable of tossing a vessel around like a toy. Its primary goal seems simple: to destroy ships and drown their crews. One of the most peculiar and chilling legends associated with the Umibōzu involves a strange request. It is said that the creature will sometimes demand a barrel or a ladle from the sailors. This might seem like a bizarre, almost comical demand from such a terrifying entity, but this is a deadly trap. If the crew complies and hands over a barrel, the Umibōzu will use it to scoop up seawater and relentlessly pour it onto the deck of the ship. With its immense size, it can fill the vessel with water in moments, sinking it and everyone aboard to a watery grave. This adds a cruel, psychological element to the encounter. Do you refuse a giant monster, or do you hand over the very tool of your own destruction? Superstitious sailors came up with a countermeasure. They would prepare a special barrel with a bottom full of holes. That way, if the Umibōzu demanded one, they could give it the faulty barrel. The water would drain out as fast as the creature could scoop it, buying the crew precious time to escape. But where does the legend of the Umibōzu come from? Like many folklore creatures, its origins are murky, likely born from the very real and ever-present dangers of the sea. Japan, being an island nation, has a deep and ancient relationship with the ocean. Sailors and fishermen have always faced unpredictable weather, sudden storms, rogue waves, and the disorienting effects of thick sea fog. The Umibōzu could be a personification of these fears. A rogue wave appearing out of nowhere on a calm night could easily be interpreted as a monstrous entity rising from the depths to smash a ship. The dark, shifting shapes seen in thick fog or on a moonless night could give rise to tales of a shadowy giant. Another popular theory connects the Umibōzu to the spirits of drowned monks. In this version of the tale, monks who died at sea, perhaps cast overboard by angry sailors or lost in a shipwreck, return as vengeful spirits. Their anger and sorrow twist them into this monstrous form, forever bound to the ocean and seeking to drag others down to share their fate. This explanation ties the creature's appearance the monk had directly to its origin story, making it a tale of tragedy and revenge. It serves as a haunting reminder of the souls lost to the unforgiving sea. Interestingly, The Umibōzu isn't just a single entity, but a category of yokai, or supernatural spirits. Different regions of Japan have their own local versions of the sea monk. In some areas, they are believed to be shape-shifting creatures, like the Bakogira, a ghostly skeleton whale that can take on the Umibōzu form. In other tales, they are simply a manifestation of the ocean's raw power, a spirit of the sea itself. This variety shows just how widespread and deeply ingrained the fear of this creature was in Japan's maritime culture. Let's talk about some specific accounts. One famous story from the Edo period tells of a merchant ship sailing in the Sea of Japan. The weather was fine until, without warning, the sky darkened and the sea became turbulent. A massive Umibōzu with glowing eyes appeared and asked the captain for a ladle. The quick-witted captain, having heard the legends, threw a bottomless ladle to the creature. While the Umibōzu was confused, trying to scoop water with the useless tool, the ship made its escape. This story not only highlights the monster's famous trick, but also reinforces the idea that human ingenuity and knowledge of tradition can overcome supernatural threats. The Umibōzu has left a massive mark on Japanese pop culture, appearing in everything from ukiyo-e, woodblock prints by artists like Utagawa Kuniyoshi, to modern manga, anime, and video games. In the popular series One Piece, a giant, shadowy figure resembling the Umibōzu appears in the Florian Triangle. In the Naya video games, players can actually fight an Umibōzu as a boss. This enduring presence shows that the terror of the unknown, the fear of what lurks in the deep, dark water, is a timeless theme that continues to capture our imaginations. It's a primal fear, one that sailors of old and modern audiences can both understand. So, what does the Umibōzu represent? On the surface, it's a monster that sinks ships, but on a deeper level, it embodies the unpredictable and overwhelming power of nature. The ocean can be a source of life and prosperity, but it can also be a source of sudden, inexplicable destruction. The Umibōzu is the face of that destruction. It's the sudden squall on a clear day, the rogue wave that comes from nowhere, the disorienting fog that swallows the horizon. It's a reminder that no matter how advanced our ships or technology become, we are ultimately at the mercy of the sea. The story also carries a moral weight. The tale of the monks returning as vengeful spirits serves as a warning against disrespecting the dead and, by extension, the spiritual world. It suggests that our actions have consequences, and that some scenes can follow us even beyond the grave, returning from the depths to exact a terrible price. The Umibōzu is more than just a scary sea monster. It is a complex cultural symbol that reflects Japan's deep connection to the ocean and its inherent dangers. It's a story born from the real-life anxieties of sailors, transformed into a terrifying specter of the deep, a creature of silence and shadow, a test of wits, and a powerful symbol of nature's wrath. So the next time you look out at a calm, dark sea, and an unsettling quiet falls, you might want to listen closely. You never know what might be rising just beneath the surface. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the dark waters of Japanese folklore. What do you think of the Umibōzu? Have you heard any other terrifying tales from the sea? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into mythology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the world of legends. We'll see you next time.